Whew. Yeah, it has been a while since I did a Don Lemon is a complete dumbass type video, or he's completely disingenuous, and he's one of the reasons why people cannot trust the media whatsoever. So I literally just got into this article about Don Lemon quote from the post millennial Lily's saying CNN's Don Lemon said unvaccinated should no longer be allowed to participate in society. Quote: You gotta start telling people if you don't get vaccinated, you can't come into this office or this place of business. If you don't get vaccinated, you can't come to work. Lemon ranted. So this guy is basically advocating for authoritarian measures. From what I'm getting at here, because that's what this is. This is authoritarian measures. And you guys know how it is. It's either you trust the science, do everything the CDC says, to make Dr. Fauci your god, listen to everything Joe Biden says, and if you don't trust CNN, you're a misogynistic, white wing, racist white person. Even though I'm clearly black, and I say CNN is a complete fucking joke. What can I say about Don Lemon? This Don Lemon and pretty much CNN in general. This is the one news source that even their own audience doesn't believe in. Cause when the majority of your cause when your own viewership says like, yo, we don't trust anything you say, then maybe you need to actually rethink yourself. So what's this news source? I'm pretty sure this is old. This is from April 9th. CNN goes bankrupt. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they went bankrupt. The media giant CNN has filed for bankruptcy as of April 1st. Wow, I didn't know this one. I did not know this. The media giant CNN has filed for bankruptcy as of April 1st, 2021. Many analysts have pinned the bankruptcy of the Trump administration's loss in the introduction of a relatively charismatic president. CNN's parent company, AT&T, suffered a fatal blow as a result of the news. CNN announced the news after consistently losing viewership on both their broadcast channel and website. The losses from two main sources resulted in this bankruptcy. According to a Pew Research study, CNN lost 85% of its broadcast viewership as well as 78% of its web viewers after November 11th, which we all knew. Executives at the company attempted to combat the decline in viewership through numerous strategies, but they were unable to bring back viewership to its original number. CNN's own analysts attempted to wrangle with the issue, but attempts proved to be futile. That's what happens when, like I said, you guys would rather spread more BS news articles instead of actually telling people the truth of what's going on in the city in like these cities that you guys are defending, mainly Democrat liberal cities with bad policies that get more innocent people killed and more criminals out in the street, like how it is in New York City when that whole catch and release policy, which is the most dumbest fucking policy ever. The whole catch and release policy, you could literally kill somebody. You get let back on the street probably the next day, and then they go kill somebody else, and then you're wondering why crime is rising. So let me go ahead and get into this article. Don Lemon told Chris Cuomo on CNN that those who don't get vaccinated should no longer be allowed to participate in society. Let's go in and read this from the post millennial.
Speaking the truth, you have to have leaders. The data will help be more. Yeah, of course, I said that is true, but also, I mean, in addition to, you got to have people start speaking the truth. You can't have them speaking out of both sides of their mouth saying, yo, I trust the science and I'm doing this. I heard you had Jerome Adams on and he's saying, talking about some right-wing conservative propaganda hosts who are saying, oh yeah, no one really said get vaccine. They said, I believe in the science and it's up to you to get it. We can't have mealy-mouthed people like that. You have to be more direct. A more concerted effort to say, get vaccinated, because you're not just killing yourself, you're going to kill other people. That's what you have to start telling people. You got to start telling people, if you don't get vaccinated, you can't come into this office or this place of business.
Bro,
if you
Don
don't
Lemon
get
is not
vaccinated,
even consistent. It's consistent with his own fucking journalism.
You can't come into this gym. If you don't get vaccinated, you can't come into this, get onto this airplane. It has nothing to do with freedom. It has nothing to do with liberty. You don't have the freedom and the liberty to put other people in jeopardy. You don't have that.
You know, that's real funny coming from you, Don Lemon, since your co-worker's brothers, since your co-worker's brother in New York just literally took away all that freedom and liberty and they started killing everybody in nursing homes. You guys have a report? I haven't seen you guys report on that in a while. You know what? You wanna know why? Because you're all part of the same bought and paid for crony douchebags.
You have to drive the speed limit. You have to obey the rules. Put some rules in place that will demand that people get vaccinated. You can't.
Once again, that's being authoritarian. That's completely being authoritarian.
Just go around and say, well, look, it's my personal freedom and my liberty. I want to go 150 miles an hour if I want to. Sure you can.
That's not the same damn thing, you stupid piece of shit. Going over the speed limit or driving drunk is not the same thing as getting a needle in your arm that you don't trust. People obey the speed limit because they know driving is dangerous. When it comes to the whole trusting the CDC and WHO, which once again changed their freaking mandate saying vaccinated people now had to start wearing masks for unvaccinated people. Tell me, how in the hell does that make sense? The people who are vaccinated, they have to wear masks now to protect the unvaccinated. All this is literally on the CDC guidelines. So in case YouTube was trying to flag me, I'll expose their ass real quick. The whole vaccinated people need to start wearing masks of unvaccinated. Don, you are literally one of the biggest idiots out here that's pushing for this authoritarian regime. That's what this is. It's an authoritarian regime, Don. Give me a freaking break.
But you have to suffer the consequences for it. Either whether you kill yourself or you get a citation and your driver's license gets taken away. You have to have certain rules in a society if we all are going to continue to live and keep each other alive. You cannot be that selfish and, quite frankly, that ignorant.
Yeah, I think the dynamic in terms of the politics has to flip from this tyranny of the minority, the unvaccinated, vaccinated, to the vaccinated. Because the vaccinated is the majority of Americans, Republicans, Democrats, independent, right, left, and reasonable, red and blue states. Every face, every place. The majority of us have done this. Who's speaking for them?
Yeah.
What about their freedoms?
There's only one group of people who's out there saying, this is, you don't have to do it or whatever, it's your personal, and that's conservatives. Or
I find that real funny. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So I find that real funny. Whatever happened to what happened to the whole my body, my choice? I love how the Democrats basically just removed that from the picture when it comes to getting this vaccine. It's not up to these authoritarian douchebags to tell you or me what I need to inject in my needle that could potentially I could be allergic to. That could harm me. People aren't getting these vaccines because they just don't want to. They just don't trust it. That's what it is. They don't trust the CDC. They don't trust the WHO, and they damn sure don't trust Don Lemon and CNN or MSNBC in general, or even Fox News. Sometimes they don't trust none of these crony media outlets. They're all BS, especially CNN. Let me add it that people who are vaccinated should be segregated from the public at large. So, Don Lemon is for segregation now. segregating the vaccinated to the unvaccinated. According to Lemon, choosing not to get vaccinated is not a civil liberty issue. It has nothing to do with freedom. Yes, it does. It has nothing to do with liberty. You don't have the freedom and the liberty to put other people in jeopardy. I could say the same thing about Cuomo and Newsom. How and Governor Whitmer from the Mexican governor. They all had scandals with nursing homes where they put COVID positive patients in the elderly home where they're most susceptible to perish from the virus. But where's the accountability for Cuomo? Where's the accountability for Whitmer? Where's the accountability for Newsom? Where's the accountability for them? Oh, that's right, they're Democrats, so that they can get away with it. Don, you're a freaking idiot. You know that? You're a freaking idiot. According to Lemon, people should be talking about the rights of the vaccinated, rather than the rights of the unvaccinated. The majority of us have done this. Who's speaking for them? What about their freedoms? What about, again? It's always about you. It's always about me. You. It's always about the people who tell you what you need to do with yourself. I'm sorry. Aren't we all grown? We're all grown ass people, are we not? If you want to tell me what I need to do, or you need to tell me how I need to run my life, when your life is basically more worse than mine. You're more of a public figure that people don't trust at all. Guys, I can't. Guys, I just can't. I just can't with this guy. I really can't. This is one of the reasons why I hate freaking CNN. And then they want to say, it's all about conservatives. Even some liberals don't trust this vaccine. But it's always about the freaking conservatives, right? It's always about the conservatives. When even some liberals out here don't want to get this vaccine. Guys, I can't with these people. I really can't. They want to tell you, the government, because that's what CNN and MSNBC and even Fox News is. It's the government. The government wants to tell you how to live your life when they're the ones who put your life in jeopardy in the first place with these bad policies. Especially when it comes to your safety, quote unquote. What's up? They'll tell you that guns are killing people, but they won't tell you like the majority of guns that are killing people are from handguns, and the majority the main deaths from guns is suicide. They rather talk about this shooting that's going on in the mall, but they won't talk about the suicide rate that comes from guns either. And the suicide rate is it freaking went skyrocketed in last year. They won't tell you that. It's always about school shootings, which it sucks. It really does. School shootings suck. Nobody wants to see that. Once again, but more people die from guns do suicide. They won't tell you that now, will they? And this is one of the reasons why people don't trust the media, because they won't tell you the full story, especially when it comes to the left wing activists. They'll tell you everything that Trump did, but they won't tell you what Gavin Newsom, Governor Whitmer, freaking Lori Lightfoot, or what Andrew Cuomo is doing. It's up to independent people to do that. They want to bash on you. Tell you what you need to be doing, even though they the same ones who's not doing it themselves. Guys, we must be living in the freaking Twilight Zone. We must be living, yeah. We obviously living in the freaking Twilight Zone, people. We really are. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like what I'm saying? If you do, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Leave me a comment section down below. Let me know what y'all think. I will see y'all next one.
Peace.